Hello there, everybody. Just a quick update before we get started. We are now at 62% paid on my Reiki Apprenticeship Program. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all of you and your wonderful, fabulous, fantastic support. And also just wanted to let you know these videos are out a little late, maybe a lot late by the time they're done. I'm not sure yet, because I have been moving, as you can see from my setting, that's completely different now. And so that has taken up a lot of my time and energy. I have still managed to maintain the private readings and the Reiki sessions, but videos kind of had to hit the back burner, so that's why they're out later than usual. I still hope that these will be immensely helpful to you, and I look forward to seeing you there. On to your readings. Hello there, Taurus. Thank you for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast for the week of March 27th through April 2nd. Glad to have you. I am just feeling around for what does this week feel like to me for you. I feel like you've got a lot of your normal routine going on. Being an earth sign, that's kind of a good thing. Couple little highlights coming up during the week. I think there may be some kind of get together over food with some friends, celebrating something. Not sure if you're celebrating or if they're celebrating something, but I mean, you're all celebrating together, but I'm not sure if it's your thing you're celebrating or their thing you're celebrating over food. And then I feel like it's mostly a week of just normal ups and downs and the regular bumps of life. I don't feel like there's anything super dramatic going on. I do feel like for some of you there's something going on with a teenage son, some kind of interaction that turns out to be significant for yourself with a teenage son. Although obviously that's not going to apply to everyone. Not all Tauruses have sons or teenage sons. But I just keep getting this image of a teenage son and some kind of interaction or conversation that seems to be significant there. So, like I said, that's just going to apply to some of you, not all of you. Let's look at the cards and see what the cards have to say on a day-to-day basis for the week, Taurus. What we have coming up for Monday is the Ten of Cups in reverse. Ten of Cups in reverse just tells me that there is, in most cases, this is going to be about a relationship, but cups actually are about emotions in general. So it doesn't have to be a relationship, and I think for some of you it is actually going to have to do with more of a project or a hobby. But there's something that you would like to move forward and move to the next level. However, there's some kind of delay or hold back on that. So if it's a project or a hobby, you know, it's something that you want to take deeper or explore further or do more with, and for whatever reason, there's some kind of reason that you're not able to do exactly what you would like to do there. Now, if this is coming up as relationship, and I feel like, you know, for most of you, this is going to be more about relationship. This is where you want to take some kind of relationship to the next level. This could be a friendship, this could be a work relationship, this can be a romantic partnership. And you want to take it to the next level, but once again, some kind of delay, some kind of hold up. There's some reason why you're not able to go to the next level with it. Maybe the other person isn't quite ready for that. Maybe you want to, but as far as financially or in some kind of material way, you're not in a position to. Something going on sort of holding that back and keeping you from moving forward with that. Looking at Tuesday, Taurus, we have the Queen of Swords showing up in reverse. How can I do this with the least glare? Queen of Swords in reverse is talking about somebody who has been through the ringer, and she has a special type of character and a special type of integrity because she's been through the ringer. Generally, when you see a Queen of Swords, she's been through the ringer a lot of different ways, a lot of different times. Okay, she could be a widow. She could have lost a child. She could have some other less traumatic things that have happened to her, but still traumatic enough that she's definitely learned some lessons from. This is a woman who just, yeah, stuff has just happened. Okay. You wouldn't say that she's had a charmed life. However, the Queen of Swords, her special character and her special integrity come because of her experiences. She's able to relate to other people in different experiences than what she's having right now. Because in many cases, she can literally say, I've been there. And so she has more understanding of other people's situations. Now, the Queen of Swords, and maybe this is partly because she's been through so much, doesn't often show a whole lot of emotion. So even though she may understand a lot of things, doesn't mean that she's going to be the first one to put her arms around you and give you a big hug, okay? That's just not her style. She's usually been through enough that that's just not comfortable for her. But what we have going on anyway with the Queen of Swords on Tuesday, Taurus, for you guys, is you're interacting with a Queen of Swords who's in reverse. And to me, when I see the Queen of Swords in reverse, she has come through something that is tragic or traumatic recently. And she is starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. She's starting to be able to be happy again. She's starting to be able to smile and laugh a little bit again. And so obviously that's a relief for you if you care about this person. And I feel like for most of you, you do care at least somewhat about this person. Now, the Queen of Swords, even when she's going through stuff, still usually is very clear thinking. I mean, she's almost always very clear thinking. She's learned to sort of tune out emotions out of necessity from the things that she's been through. So she's always very clear thinking. She's always able to get to the bottom line of a situation. She's always able to understand what's going on and find the solution quickly because she doesn't let the emotions get in her way. She's been through enough stuff. It's not that she's numb. She does have the emotions, but she has fewer expectations than a lot of people. She doesn't think the world owes her anything. She understands that the world isn't always fair. And so those things don't hang her up. You know, if everything's not going just the way she wants it, or things aren't going in a fair way, she's not stuck kind of spinning her wheels trying to comprehend that and trying to figure out what to do about it. She's beyond that. She's like, that's an old lesson for her. And so she's really good at coming up with solutions to situations. And I feel like besides the fact that, you know, you're starting to see her coming into a happier place than she's been for a while, I think also she is helping you, guiding you with some kind of situation that I feel like you're actually asking for her input on because you understand that she does. What I'm hearing is that you guys see her as an expert in this area that you're asking her for help with. So, yeah, a couple of things going on with that interaction. Just the relief of seeing this person happier, and also that she's able to help you or point you in a direction at least with some kind of situation that has been kind of stumping you. All right, that's enough on Tuesday. Let's look at Wednesday. Wednesday, you have the Nine of Swords showing up in reverse. This card's much better in reverse than right side up. Nine of Swords in reverse just means that there was something that did have you sort of stumped, paralyzed, not able to move forward, some kind of situation that you were looking for a solution to, that maybe you were even obsessing about, that maybe you were losing sleep about, that maybe you were so distracted you were having a hard time functioning in everyday stuff. Okay? The Nine of Swords, when it can be all of that at its most powerful manifestation. Okay, but when you've got the Nine of Swords in reverse on Wednesday, what this is saying is whatever that situation was that had you stumped and frustrated and feeling paralyzed and maybe obsessive, that something has happened with that situation. So now it's not having that effect on you. Either that situation has improved, so you're no longer worried about it so much, or you've done some healing so that whatever's happening just isn't affecting you as much. You're not taking it as personally, and you're able able to find some peace and some satisfaction in your day now once you get to that point. Okay, so that's Wednesday. Then we're looking at Thursday. What we have here is the Lover's card in reverse. The Lover's card in reverse, it kind of is an echo to the Ten of Cups we had on Monday in reverse. Okay, so the Lover's card in reverse talks about a partnership that is really moving in the opposite of the direction that we want it to. So for the Ten of Cups, I was feeling like something was kind of stalled out, that you want it to move forward. This Lover's card, I'm feeling like something's actually moving backwards. It may be the same thing that was stalled out on Monday. It may not be. It might be something different. And I'm feeling like, you know, for about half of you, it's going to be the same thing. For the other half, it is going to be something different, that you're just moving backwards instead of forwards. This can be a romantic relationship, a friendship, a business partnership, can be a family situation, but something that has to do with other people and also has to do with decision making. So there's some kind of decision that you're having a hard time being on the right page with somebody else for this decision. Okay, now let's see. Let's look at Friday. Friday, we do have the Five of Clubs showing up in reverse. And the Five of Clubs in reverse is just telling me that you're being called on Friday to be the peacemaker. For about 40% of you, this is going to be a family situation. For the rest of you, this is going to be, could be anywhere. Could be work, could be in a personal situation, you know, like maybe an organization that you belong to that doesn't have to do with work. But you're being called upon to be the peacemaker. And you may be being called upon to be the bigger person. You may be in some kind of argument or altercation with somebody else, and you know, nobody's going to back down. You kind of have to make that choice. I'm going to back down just because I want some sanity and some peace in my life. Or it may be that you end up being the mediator, the go-between that can bring some peace between two different groups of people or two different people. For a lot of you, this is going to be for people that are in your household. Not for all of you, but once again, there's that 40% people that are actually in your household. Okay? All right, so that's Friday. Saturday, we do have the King of Swords showing up. King of Swords is somebody that you're interacting with on Saturday. Interesting. King of Swords is similar to the Queen of Swords. I don't see him as necessarily having gone through so much tragedy and trauma, although that could be, but generally I don't see that as a part of his makeup. The King of Swords is somebody who is very logical, is able to slice through any kind of lies or fluff around any situation and just get to the bottom line. This is a great person to get advice from as far as business-wise, as far as legal-wise, as long, you know, as long as they feel comfortable giving that type of advice. The cool thing about the King of Swords is generally, they're not going to give you advice that they're not sure of. They're just logical like that. It doesn't make sense to them to do that. So there may be some kind of advice that's coming in from this person on Saturday. For others of you, this is just somebody that you're going to be interacting with that maybe happens to be an air sign or maybe happens to have a lot of those logical type of components to their makeup. You know, they like to think things through. They don't necessarily like to do spur of the moment. They like to know that there's a plan. You know, they like to see what's coming down the pike, that type of thing. But this could be somebody you're interacting with. For some of you, you're going to be getting advice from this person. I think for most of you, though, this is just somebody that you're interacting with just as a part of your life on Saturday. Sunday, we have another person showing up. This is the King of Clubs showing up in reverse. Now, the King of Clubs showing up in reverse on Sunday is just telling me that there is somebody you're going to be interacting with on Sunday that is having an issue that they don't exactly know how to fix. Having an issue that they don't exactly know how to fix. And so they could be talking to you about this issue and sort of trying to work it around in their mind and using you kind of as a sounding board as they're trying to figure out what to do about this issue. Or they may be flat out asking you for advice, but they are working on trying to find some kind of solution for a situation that is a little bit more challenging for them. Typically, a King of Clubs type personality can come up with solutions pretty quickly because they think outside the box and they don't really pay that much attention to what other people think is right and good and okay and the solution. So they don't have those kinds of hang-ups of, what will people think of me? So normally they can find solutions to problems pretty quickly, pretty easily. That's a great advantage to them. So the fact that they have a situation that they don't really know exactly how to handle or what to do with, that's kind of a big deal for them. It's an unusual thing. It's not very often that this person is really coming to anybody for any kind of advice or going to anybody as a sounding board. Okay? So anyway, that is your week, Taurus. Thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by, for hanging out, for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I do appreciate your support so much. So hopefully I will see some of you here this week for readings, some of you here this week for Reiki sessions, and I'll see the rest of you on the next video. Peace out. Hello everybody, this is Amista, and I am coming to you today with something completely different than what you've ever seen here before, completely different than what I ever thought I would do. I have been taking Reiki training, and I've gotten level 1 and I've gotten level 2, and I really want to take master training because already I've realized that there are other people out there who need to know how to be able to do Reiki for themselves, and I'm not qualified to show them that or to teach them that or to pass that on to them or empower them with that until I become a Reiki Master. And so I was looking into a Reiki Master program, and I meet all the qualifications as far as that goes. I've been accepted into the Master program, but the last little bit of money is what I need some help with, and I'm hoping that you guys will help me with that. I need to raise another $3,000 to get myself into the program, and so that's where you guys come in. What I'm doing is I am accepting very happily and very thankfully and very gratefully any donations that you may feel like you would want to give. If you don't want to, obviously, then don't. But if you do feel like you want to help me to get into this Reiki Master Apprenticeship Program, any help that any of you and all of you send is great. No donation is too small. I just ask that they're over like 35 cents because I think PayPal will take 35 cents of whatever comes in as a fee for collecting payment. But anything other than over 35 cents is no donation is too small, so there's the corrected version of that. And actually I was looking I have over 7,000 subscribers. If every subscriber donated $1, I would be able to end this request. But so if you would like to donate, I would be extremely thankful. I would appreciate that a lot. Also, I want to do something for you in exchange for donating. So anybody who would donate at all, I would like to offer you 15 minutes of free Reiki distant healing. In other words, I would send you some healing energy where you would not have to come to my house, or we would not have to meet in person. Just like I do a lot of my readings by Skype or by phone, I can also send the healing energy without having to be right in front of you. We don't even have to be on the phone or on Skype when I do it, although I will want to touch base with you ahead of time to find out where you would like me to target that energy. If you have any particular thing you want to have work done energetically, and also to touch base after it's done, just to let you know that I have sent the energy in to check in with you, see how you're feeling, that type of thing. Anybody who donates anything more than $50, what I would like to do is send you some Reiki energy. I would send you the same amount of minutes of Reiki energy as you send dollars. So say you donate $50, then I would send you 50 minutes of Reiki energy. Anybody who wants to donate and doesn't want to receive Reiki but knows somebody else that they would like to have the Reiki sent to, feel free to let me know that, and you can gift that Reiki to somebody else, and I will just touch base with them, make sure I have permission to send them that energy, and talk to them about where they would like it targeted and all of that, just like I would if I was sending that to you. So that is what I've got going on, and I really appreciate, like I said, all of the help any of you can send. I know not everybody can send, not everybody will want to send help, but I am hoping that there will be enough to get me into this quickly. Otherwise, I would probably have to wait, I don't know, 6 months, a year before I had this kind of money to get myself into there, and I don't want to wait that long. I want to be able to empower people more quickly than that. So what I'm doing is I am in the description section underneath the video. I'm going to send you a link where you can donate, and you can choose whatever amount you want to donate, and I will probably also have that showing in the video as well. So thank you everybody for listening and for giving this some thought, some prayer, some attention. And thank you everybody who actually does donate as well. I appreciate it all. Thank you so much. Peace.